Oh my God!
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置，主演。